Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at top 7 new romance high school anime you must watch. Number 7, More Than a Married Couple, but Not Lovers. Jiro Yakuin is a high school student who prefers solitude and video games over socializing. He harbors unrequited feelings for his childhood friend Shiori Sakurazaka. However, their school introduces a couples training program called Fufujishu, where students must learn to interact as if they were married and are evaluated based on their teamwork and cooperation. Despite his hopes of being paired with Shiori, Jiro is instead partnered with Akari Watanabe, a gyru who finds him unappealing and desires to be paired with the popular school idol Minami Tenjin. To switch partners, Jiro and Akari decide to put aside their differences and collaborate. As they pretend to get along, they unexpectedly develop genuine feelings for each other, leading to confusion and mixed emotions. Complicating matters further, Shiori reveals her own love for Jiro, intensifying a romantic entanglement. During a private moment, Akari confesses her feelings to Minami, but Minami kindly rejects her and helps her realize that she has actually fallen in love with Jiro. Now faced with both girls vying for his affections, Jiro struggles to make a decision about which girl he should pursue. Amidst this romantic turmoil, Jiro must confront his own feelings and untangle the web of emotions that have formed among the trio. Number 6, Shikamori is not just a cutie. Yu Izumi's high school life is riddled with a series of unfortunate incidents as if he's constantly surrounded by misfortune. No matter how implausible the circumstances may be, he finds himself in unlucky situations at every corner. Despite his perpetual bad luck, Izumi's main desire in his second year is to spend more quality time with his affectionate girlfriend, Mikshun Shikamori. Shikamori is a popular figure at their school due to her endearing qualities. She's cute, athletic, and caring. However, since they began dating a year ago, Azumi has discovered an unexpected aspect of her personality. She'd be incredibly cool when the situation calls for it. Whenever he finds himself in trouble, Shikamori effortlessly assumes a formidable and commanding demeanor to protect him. Her charming nature never fails to make Azumi's heart skip a beat. Despite his ongoing streak of misfortune, Izumi is confident that Shikamori's adorable yet composed presence will bring an end to his days of bad luck. Number 5, Love Flops. In the near future, in a world where technology has advanced significantly, a renowned AI TV fortune teller astonishingly predicts high school student Asahi Kashiwagi's day with remarkable accuracy. During his usual commute to school, he unexpectedly encounters Oe Azumisawa, Bai Mongfa, Karin Estelle, Amelia Irving, and Ilya Ilyukin. Despite having never met them before, Asahi receives love confessions from each of them by the end of the day, perfectly aligning with the fortune teller's forecast. To Asahi's surprise, he soon discovers that these 5 individuals are actually potential candidates to become his future spouse. His father, having invited them to live in their home, leaves Asahi with no choice but to reluctantly allow them to stay. This sets the stage for a series of humorous and unexpected events that add excitement to his otherwise ordinary high school life. As Asahi spends more time with these newfound companions, fragments of forgotten memories gradually resurface. Delving deeper into the hidden truths, Asahi begins to suspect that his connection with these potential partners may extend beyond mere coincidence. Number 4, Tono-chan is a girl. Childhood friends Tono Aizawa and Junikiru Jun Kubota do everything together, whether it be training or just enjoying a fun day out. Anyone would think that these two are best friends for life. The only issue is that the tomboyish Tomo is in love with Jun, but he regards her like a brother. At the start of their first year of high school, Tomo confesses her feelings to Jun. However, her rough mannerisms and lack of hesitance to throw a punch do nothing to sway Jun's heart. Realizing that he will remain indifferent to her affections unless she does something about it, Tomo must find a way to knock some sense into Jun and open his eyes to what is right in front of him. In addition to Jun, there's Carol, who is also Jun's childhood friend. She's like the best girl in the entire show. Anyways, this anime serves us with some of the most hilarious moments, and I cannot stress enough how amazing the story is. It has a lot to look out for, and the concept is somewhat rare as well. You'll not regret watching it if tomboy romance is what you've been waiting for all this time. Number 3, when will Ayu make his move? When Ayu Tanaka, a former middle school kendo champion, enters high school, he decides to deviate from the expected path of joining the kendo club. Instead, he enrolls in the unofficial shogi club, driven by his immediate infatuation with Arushi Yaotome, the club's president and sole member. Ayu's primary objective is to become closer to Arushi, but he sets a condition for himself. He will only confess his feelings after defeating her in a fair and square game of shogi. This self-imposed challenge presents a significant obstacle for Ayu, considering Arushi's extensive experience in the game and her ability to anticipate his every move. Nevertheless, Ayumu persistently praises Urushi's appearance, skill, and even her smile. His straightforward and expressionless demeanor frequently causes Urushi to blush. As Ayumu learns more about Shoji and discovers the endearing qualities of his opponent, he gradually approaches the moment when he can confess his feelings. Each round they play together brings him closer to his goal, even if it means progressing one pawn at a time. Number 2. The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. Mahiru Shiina, with her radiant charm and graceful demeanor, truly lives up to her nickname, Angel. She possesses a beauty that captivates everyone around her, and her exceptional achievements in both academics and athletics only add to her allure. Ironically, despite being next-door neighbors, Mahiru Shiina and Amain Fujimiya have never exchanged a single word. Their lives have been running in parallel, never intertwining until a fateful and serendipitous encounter one rainy day. As the heavens opened up and rain poured down, Mahiru Shiina found herself sitting disheartened on a swing, feeling the weight of the world upon her shoulders. It was at this moment that Amain Fujimiya, with his gentle heart and empathetic nature, noticed her plight and selflessly offered her his umbrella. This simple act of kindness would spark a chain of events that would forever change their lives. The following day, Amain Fujimiya fell ill, struck down by an unexpected fever. Deeply touched by his selflessness and remembering his compassionate gesture, Mahiru Shiina felt a strong sense of obligation to repay his kindness. She made a decision to take care of him and nurse him back to health, disregarding any notion that it would be their sole interaction. In this extraordinary tale of two neighboring souls, Mahiru Shiina and Amain Fujimiya discovered that sometimes the most profound connections are forged in the unlikeliest of circumstances. Number 1. Kubo won't let me be invisible. High school student Junta Shiraishi was determined to make the most of his youth and create lasting memories. However, his pursuit of a fulfilling high school experience proved to be an uphill battle. Due to his incredibly low presence, Junta often went unnoticed by his peers and even his teachers. It was as if he blended into the background, becoming an invisible presence within the bustling halls of the school. The extent of Junta's lack of presence was so severe that people would mistake his seat in the classroom as perpetually vacant. Amidst this peculiar situation, there was one person who seemed immune to Junta's lack of presence. Nagisa Kubo, the girl seated next to him, possessed an uncanny ability to perceive his existence. Although she had the unique power to notice him, Nagisa's interactions with Junta were far from ordinary. Instead, she took delight in playfully teasing him, constantly putting him in unexpected and nerve-wracking situations. Each day presented a new challenge for Junta as Nagisa's mischievous antics continued. Whether it was leaving him stranded in embarrassing situations or orchestrating elaborate pranks, Nagisa's actions served as a constant reminder of Junta's existence. While his initial hope for a tranquil and uneventful youth was shattered, Junta began to realize that his high school experience might not be as dull as he initially believed. As their bond grew stronger, Junta found himself stepping out of his comfort zone, facing new challenges, and experiencing a world he had long yearned for. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. If you found it informative, then make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel for future upcoming videos.